What's up, everybody? Smooth Cosplayer here, your favorite salsa dancing cosplayer, bringing you guys another episode of Cosplay Problems. Hashtag Cosplay Problems. Let's jump right into it. So the first one is the heat. All right, I'm just coming off of MomoCon. Had a great time at MomoCon, but as you guys know, or maybe not know, MomoCon is in Atlanta, Georgia, Memorial Day weekend. Technically, summer ain't even hit yet. I'm really technical about stuff, so technically summer doesn't come till June 21st, 22nd, something like that. But yeah, you know, you wouldn't know it because it's hot as crap outside. It's hot as fish grease outside in Atlanta, during Memorial Day. So one big problem that we cosplayers run into is, yes, the heat, being uncomfortable. I guess you could also say comfort or lack thereof is another cosplay problem there. Cosplay is synonymous with sweat. I don't know if y'all knew that. And cosplay is synonymous with discomfort. Very rarely are you going to be comfortable in a cosplay. Very rarely are you going to be cool, or at least not hot in a cosplay. There are times where you're going to be both. Very, very rarely are you both cool and comfortable in a cosplay. If you're able to work that out, cool. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you did it so I can do it. But yeah, heat is an issue in a cosplay, especially if you are wearing a big suit of foam armor, or if you're covered from head to toe because you got on a spandex bodysuit. Sometimes that stuff don't breathe well. That is a huge issue. I've heard a couple of horror stories from this past weekend. One person who I heard had on a suit of armor, and the heat melted not just their armor, but the hot glue within it, and it melted to their skin, and they got a few burns from that. That was deep. I was like, wow, it really must be hot than a mofo outside. Like, I know a few minutes into having one of my cosplays on, I had a river flowing down the middle of my back, a waterfall down my back just from all the sweat. At some point I realized, you know, you just have to, and as much as I hate being hot, I have a low heat, I have a low heat tolerance. As much as I have that, you have to embrace the sweat at some point. So one thing that's happened to me when I'm in the Dragon Con parade, every time that I've been in, I dressed as my Cobra Python Viper cosplay, which has full, you know, Army BDU gear, mold vest, combat boots, Cobra Viper helmet. Like, it's fogging up on the inside of that visor. It's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Again, sweat all down my back from like 2 minutes in. I'm not even outside yet. So imagine when you're walking in the heat down Peachtree, a couple miles down Peachtree Street in the dead heat of September. Like, heat is a big problem. So like I said, if any of y'all have any tips on how to stay cool in a cosplay, other than just realizing, you know what, I'm just gonna be hot in this and there's nothing I can do about it. If y'all have any tips, let a brother know. Let a cosplayer know. Segue into the next point. They're kind of tied together. Hydrating. To hydrate or not to hydrate. One of the big points that people will tell you if you are going to a con for the first time, whether you're a cosplayer or not, is to hydrate. It is very easy to just keep going, non-stop, hustle and bustle, and not stop to drink anything, not stop to hydrate yourself. I've seen a couple people pass out. I've heard more stories of people passing out or just having some other kind of complication from not hydrating yourself. Now, the problem here, especially if you're a cosplayer, is that, yeah, you want to hydrate. You want to make sure you don't fall out, you don't catch heat stroke, you don't get dehydrated. But now you got to worry about having to pee with your costume on, like, because you may have an elaborate costume, full set of armor, bodysuit that's not easy to get out of. You might have just a whole lot of moving or not moving parts, and it may be difficult to get out of that thing. So you run into this dilemma of, you want to hydrate enough to not have any complications, but you don't want to hydrate so much that by the time you get in your cosplay, crap, I gotta pee, now I gotta take this thing all the way back off. So I've been able to avoid any craziness with that so far. I like to practice getting in and out of my cosplays by myself. I would prefer to have help, but I try to do it so that way I'm not dependent on anybody. Now, I say that I've yet to put on a full suit of armor yet, So the day may come where I have to have somebody help me, and I really do have to just not drink anything, so that way I don't have to use the bathroom the whole time while I'm in it. But yeah, that is a big dilemma, at least one that I found. I don't know about you guys, but I had that dilemma of I want to hydrate, I don't want to catch a headache, I don't want to pass out, but I also don't want to have to pee every 5 minutes and undo this crazy elaborate costume. So yeah, that's point number 2. Point number 3, switching gears away from heat and hydration. Tagging people or finding yourselves in pictures later on after the con. For every photo that I find myself in on social media or the internet, there's probably 20, 30 of them that, okay, I'm probably exaggerating a little bit. There's a crap ton more that I don't ever find. You know, somebody stops you for a picture and they move on, the chances are you're never seeing that picture. What I've decided to do, well, at least I can't help too much with that. I have made cosplay cards, which I tend to always forget and leave in the car, which I did all MomoCon weekend. Didn't have my cosplay cards on me, but for maybe a couple of hours, I tend to forget them. That's the point. But yeah, if you remember your cosplay cards, you get them made, you remember them, you can easily, hand that person your cards. Now, that's not the guarantee that they will tag you, but at least they have your information. What I do on the other end of that, to try to bring some good energy back around my way, is that whenever I take a picture of people, I try to make sure I get their information. So what I started doing was I take a picture of them, I show them the picture, also so that way they see how good they look, and if they want to redo, I'll do that. Because I would want somebody to do that for me. I want somebody to retake one for me if I don't feel like it looks good, so I do that for other people. Do unto others as you want them to do for you. I also show them the picture so they know I'm not a creeper, so they know I didn't zero in on anything in particular that they don't want me to. But then I ask them, hey, what's your social media? Are you on Instagram? Are you on Facebook or whatever? And they give me that. Now, the problem I've run into that is, especially on Instagram, because Instagram does not, in the people that you're following list, it does not show you the most recent person you followed. It doesn't show them in that order. So I ran into the problem where, dang, I know I follow the person that I'm trying to tag. I don't remember their name. I don't remember anything about them, so I don't know who to tag. I get around this by taking a picture, finding them on social media if they have time to give it to me. I follow them, then I screenshot it. So that way the screenshot of their social media comes right after the picture that I post, that I took. So that way when I go post it, all I gotta do is look at that photo first, I know who to tag. So at least for me, I'm able to alleviate that problem for the people who I take pictures of, but I can only do so much when it comes to people taking pictures of me unless I know the person and I'm able to go find them later. So that's another cosplay problem. All of those pictures out there in the abyss, out there in the ether, that you will never see because, we're all hustling and bustling and we don't have time to, get each other social media. But that's it. That is it for #cosplay problem. It's going to be you guys another episode of that next month. You guys have a good night, have a good time at whatever con you're going to next. Good luck on your cosplay builds. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and I'll see y'all at the next video.